What's up, guys? Vince Roddy here. Welcome to VinzTalk, where I talk about yap and just basically just ramble about everything. Something that you can put on the side, where if you're driving, doing laundry, doing homework, you have my voice to help you, guide you, and hopefully you don't mess up because I can go all over the place, especially the topics and everything like that. It is what it is. But yep, welcome back. And if you've been following me for through the videos or through the last Vince talk or probably Discord, you know that I went to another convention, and it was Sacanime. Yep, I just got back from Sacanime yesterday with my boy Stefan, my co-host, my producer, and yeah, both of us went there, took an Uber, took a BART or something like that, and we just had a good time. And also, I'm already trying to finish up a couple videos to actually make a like a vlog thing or something like that. And usually you're probably not gonna see that until like next weekend ish or something. I don't know. It could be on Wednesday if anything. But yeah, here I am just talking about like my experience and what happened in Stack Anime. And also, it was not only the most, fun kind of like, moments that I had there. One most terrifying moment that I witnessed actually took place in this convention. Now, keep in mind, this is my second time in SAC Anime this year, which is kind of surprising that I just went to the same franchise anime, ever since Anime kicked me out. And basically, yeah, I wanted to find my new favorite, and SAC Anime was, well, that favorite. It now, automatically is one of my, favorite go-to kind of like conventions, and I had a good time there. It was really fun. I was kind of worried that they would put the mask mandates and especially everything going on. Like they say, like there's like surges of COVID coming back, which I hope to God not. I hope to God not. But yeah, that pretty much I thought that's what's gonna go down with the restrictions, but they didn't care. Barely anyone wore masks. Actually, no one wore a mask when we were there. So yeah. Also, I'm planning to talk more about this with Stefan as well because I want to get his inside the story because you're just hearing my perspective of what took place. So I almost lost Stefan. We were there, not even 20 minutes. I was, on the side and, pretty much this is what happens. We went to the other side. We checked a couple stuff. I bought my first item and a second item and then went to the end of the convention center to go check my, social medias and post all that stuff there. And I basically told Stefan and, of course, it's important. I told him like, yeah, just go check a couple things while I'm here. And the internet wasn't working. Already bad news. Here's the thing. When you have a convention, a big center, an area like this, and you need to have internet. Internet needs to be stable anywhere. Okay? Not for the sake of like social media and stuff like that. For freaking phone calls. Like it was literally like a freaking remote island. Like there was no internet. No, and I don't know why. I really don't. I feel like you needed internet to actually, I don't know, work with the panels, get some productions. If you don't know them, you look up Google or YouTube or something like that. You contact some people. Like it's just like why? Why was the internet that poor over there? I'm not a convention reviewer, but already a 0 out of 10 out of that. Like it's just like you need internet for emergencies. Emergencies for like just in case if one of your like, if a father is like there, one of his like, sons or daughters are gone and they have like a phone, they're like age like 14 or something, they get lost and good luck trying to call them because well the internet is crap. It's non-existent. And I've been panicking all over I can imagine actually just imagining some because there were really like instances in there that I witnessed while I was going through the same thing that they were going through where they lost a friend and they were wondering like where they are or they trying to call them, but they couldn't because there was no connection, no internet, no LTE. Starlink was just, it was like not there, or why would it be? But at the same time, I feel like it's a good time for like some kind of connection, some kind of internet wave, but it was none. Okay, maybe because other people were using it or something, maybe because it's just offline. Or maybe because, Sacanime thought it was a smart idea to shut down the internet, just shut it down, just like no connection, nada. And I don't understand why. I feel like, unless you're like, working or like in a smaller area or something like that, or like in like I don't know school, but it would seem to make sense to like not have internet, or maybe there's a bunch of other instances that I can't think of, but I'm focusing on this story about how I lost Stefan, and I was just running all over the place on that first level of that because I ain't running all around the convention. I only run half of the convention because I can only have that much energy to actually just rush. And it was crowded. The convention was crowded. We saw like the lineup and everything of the amounts of people that were there. It was crowded, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say the most crowded like compared to Anime Expo, because that is just like a whirlpool. But for this one, it was like crowded enough for me. I'm surprised that I didn't hit anyone. I think I hit a couple people. I scratched a couple people here and there while I was trying to move, but I was literally rushing because I wanted to find Stefan. It was one of those instances where you don't know if he was there to, like he was coming back where I was, because it was already like almost half an hour. And I was already worried. I was like, crap, where's Stefan? Where is he? Where is he? Like he's gone. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like, I literally was like afraid. I was literally afraid because I was like, where is he? He is nowhere. I can't find. And there's already enough people that look like Stefan that actually, there was enough people that actually just, they were blocking different areas and you could be in this way and that way. And in my head, there were so many emotions. First off, I was angry that he didn't come back. That he thought that, oh, you're like, I get it. We're both adults. But you got to understand, I don't know if you're kidnapped. I don't know if you're like literally left the convention in general. I don't know what's going on in his mind. I don't know what's going on. And I know Stefan very well that, something could affect him so hardly where he's just like doesn't care anymore. Not even me, which is kind of hard to think about because I'm his only friend that he actually can trust. And also, like, not only that, but his mother trusts me, not to get into like the most detailed details, but his mother trusts me. And if I lose him, the mother's going to blame me and I'm going to go to court, which is something that I had in mind that was worrying me that much. So already a bunch of other emotions was going through my head during that time when we were at the convention, what I was trying to actually enjoy, but I ended up losing my friend. And I can't imagine that. Literally, there was a moment where I almost thought that he didn't exist. It went there. It was worrying. And also shout out to the security guard that was right there. He was eyeing me and also was like, dude, is everything okay, sir? It's like, I lost my friend. And he told me to calm down and everything and while I was hyperventilating. And, we basically worked together, actually just try to find out. And thankfully, like in the 30-minute mark, because we were there for like 4 hours, because, we were there supposed to be for like 3 hours, just checking around and stuff like that. No, but this thing happened. And, thankfully, like, Stefan actually, here's the thing. Thank God there was actually very glimpse of internet. At least some kind of connection because I went outside. I literally went far enough to where I was at the hotel next to it, where I was actually in the other side of the road, that wasn't my plan. I was supposed to stay in one block where the convention is. So I went to the other side of the road to actually just text him, just try to get some freaking internet connection because internet was non-existent. I don't know if it's the server I use, if it's AT&T doing this, I blame them for actually not having me to actually contact my friend. And if I didn't, if it was like some crappy internet I was using, it was some crappy, like, what agent, something it's called connection agent, something like that. I don't know the terms. Okay. Just don't at me. But I was just frustrated as it is. I was really I literally and then I actually immediately got a text. It was actually Stefan saying like, yeah, what did he say? He said, quote, "Hey Vince, answer your phone, lol," end quote. First off, why on earth is this funny when you put a lol? You know what lol means, right? LOL. It's not. There's nothing. There ain't no LOL for me. There ain't no LOL. I literally text him like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You know, like, hey man, listen, I'm about to call the cops. If you don't answer or something like that, like we're gonna have to call security or something. Like I was literally being serious, and Stefan was just chill about it. I know deep inside, and I know this about Stefan, that he is based, and he will tell you that he's so numb in life. I'm numb in life, but I don't want to lose you, bro. Like I care about you. Like what are you doing? Like that's just like, can you imagine? Just like imagine, like if this was a parent or something like that. Literally, I gave him a peace of mind, and then he was just chill about it. I literally went up to him when I found Stefan, like, listen, Stefan, I've been looking for you, like, yo, the cops and everything. Literally, the people surrounding him and surrounding us, what I was talking to him, because we're in a public area, that they were like, oh, so it's like, just like, whoa, what the heck is happening? And I was literally genuinely scared for like, because I literally thought that, Stefan didn't exist at that moment where he was like kidnapped or something, but it turns out he's okay. And I guess I was like, well, you know what? Let's just pretend this happened. It was just the most random, just out, like not awkward. I mean, it was probably awkward, but it was like the most just like, okay, I guess everything's cool now. I guess, this building that is falling in front of our faces and that is just collapsing in front of us. And then we just walk out of it. It's like, oh, let's get some ice cream. It's just like, that's how chill it is. That's how chill Stefan is. It's like there is no emotions. There is no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, I'm a friend enough to know that I can be honest with him. And I got to say, Stefan, like, what the hell? Like, come on. If I was a parent, there would be some consequences. But since I'm a friend, and since, he does a lot for me and I do a lot for him, it's like, yeah, listen, and we're both numb. And at that point, we're like, yeah, let's go to this next convention and everything. Well, I'm freaking sweating bullets. And I have to go to security and let him know, like, yeah, I found him. Well, he calls us off our security. It's like, it's just like, that never happened to me. That never happened because we have never lost each other, because we don't go to a lot of events and anything like that. The biggest events has always been conventions. And for the first time, I lost someone, almost lost someone, but then they came back and chill. It was like, what? First off, I remember as a kid, I was drowned crying when I lost my parents when I was at a freaking buffet, and because I lost their table and I was upset and everything, and they were just like, chill. It's like, no one, is it me? Maybe I'm overreactive, as you can tell, oversaturated, which I'm well known for, that I tend to actually just, I like if something serious happens, which, genuinely, it is freaking serious, and I'm not trying to make a movie scene. Like listen, I know I'm a cartoon character, but at the same time, I'm a realistic person. I'm human just like everyone else. This happened, that happened, and you're just like chill about it. I guess we're all just chill about it, because I guess in life nowadays, nobody feels nothing. It's insane to me. I'm so baffled. I don't know. I literally was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, are you serious? I swear to God, Stefan, I could have lose you. You could have died somewhere. It could have been kidnapped. You could have walked somewhere. A girl could have flirted you and just lure you into her gang of, mischievous freaking One Piece character thieves. And you could have been in big trouble. But all of a sudden, you're chill. Okay. It's so insane. It's so wacky. And my God. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Shoot, Stefan might share you the rest of the details, but you're hearing it from me. And I can tell you right now, I was not having fun times. I was not having good times, not having fun times. It was not sexy old boy convention time. It was freaking stressful. I'm worried. Oh my God, I'm a freaking mama bear, like just worried about my child times. That's what happened. It was the worst times. But other than that, the whole convention was fun. So I met Sonny Soldic, from God of War, that plays the cat. Listen, I literally went up to Sonny. This was actually a moment that I had to share. Okay, sure, there was moments of like me getting some cool stuff. I got some free stuff from the convention, and also I went to this like event, and also the atmosphere and everything. Oh man, I could talk about it all day. But I met someone, and here's the thing. I have never, ever actually went to a convention and did one of those signups or anything like that. I never actually been to a line to meet anyone. Okay, I guess the majority of people that I have met that are famous, whether in like, dance community or in the animation or in like the entertainment community or like people that I have guests over my podcast, and they're pretty big. And, I get to talk to them for free. But for the first time ever, I have to pay to meet someone. And I get it. I get it. Voice actors need money. Sonny, is he a pro skater? He's getting paid already enough as it is. And I'm just like, okay. Maybe he has to pay the convention or something like that. I don't know. And maybe that's the mom. Maybe the mom needs the money. I swore that, I saw Sonny, but I also saw another woman over there, like, not another woman. I saw a woman next to him, and I was like, is that the mom? Is that Miss Soljic? Anyways, yeah, I met Sonny Soljic, from the God of War, if you're familiar with him. He worked with Christopher Judge. But I also know him from mid-90s. But not only that, Sonny Soljic itself is a dope skateboarder. And I've been a skater for the longest time. I still skateboard to this day, even though it's not a lot because I suck. Part of ollies and a couple of vert tricks, and that's it. But I was a big fan of his skateboarding, and especially we even had a discussion, like me and such, which actually cost like $20 to talk to him or something. Not to talk to him. $20 to have a selfie. It was free to talk to him, but $20 for a selfie, which I did. But he was cool. He was dope. He was just calm, like, and I like that there was still a part of me through that conversation, I kid you not, where I feel like he enjoyed more, mostly talking to me compared to me talking to Sonny. Like, it was like, I had a fun time talking to Sonny, but it feels like he was actually more enjoyed to talk to me. I don't know if it's an actor or anything, but I generally thought it was because I feel like I was the first person to tell him about, talk to him about my, maybe, I don't know, Sonny could be watching this, he could correct you. But that, I was talking about skateboarding with him. I didn't care about like, the God of War. He even actually tried to sell me with the God of War, like, yo, man, you don't need to actually play the recent God of Wars and everything, because I told Sonny, and if you know this, if you know me very well, that God of War, especially any gaming series, I'm always the person that, listen, just like Final Fantasy, I'm the person that is like, I play the first and I go through the next, which means is that I'm a series player. And when it comes to that, Final Fantasy, yes, I get it. You don't need to start from Final Fantasy 1. I'm going to start from Final Fantasy 1 because I am that person. I start from 1, I go to 2, and I get they're probably NES games. They're probably like ancient history at this point. And I go up to like, the Sega Saturn or whatever, or the freaking PS1, and then I go up to PS2, and I go up to PS3, and I go up to PSP, and I go up to and I go up and go up and go up, and and I don't care how many freaking Final Fantasy games are, and there could be like, I don't know, 10 in the freaking NES alone, but I'm still that guy. So when it comes to God of War, you can only imagine when it comes down, listen, Final Fantasy is another beast, but at least God of War is not that bigger compared to Final Fantasy, but God of War itself, I'm always the person to, listen, I want to get to Kratos' story between the PS2 games before I go up. That's how it is for me. That's how I am. Because I'm always that person that I always check out, the first couple games from the past before I get into. And I get it, you don't need to actually do that to play God of War. But I feel like the best gaming experience that I have ever had was actually playing the first from years ago or something, or through emulation. Emulation is king. To now. That's what I want. I'm on this binge. I have like freaking 9 series gameplays that I'm still going through. Metal Gear, Ratchet and Clank, Akagami, freaking, like I was even planning to actually get through the Yoshi series as well. Just a bunch of action games. I don't even know if it's like 10 binge series. It could be freaking 30 series of games. You got Jack and Dexter in there. It's like Cooper in there that I'm still working on. So, of course, I'm that person where I'm like, yo, I got to start off the first Prince of Persia into the next, okay? The same thing with God of War. I got to start from the first and second. But I didn't have that much time. I only had like 30 seconds to actually talk to him. So, the whole time, we just talked about skating. We talked about skateboarding. I was like, oh man, when you going to the nine club? And he was like, oh, doing something like that is, I wish that would be soon one day. And we also talk a little bit about legal civ, which if you're part of the skating community, you know what that means when it comes down to the whole legal illegal civs, which is kind of a funny name now thinking about it since this is what they're going through. And he was like, no, man, no, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. And so, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. My interaction with, celebrities and people in the entertainment has changed over the years compared to how I was. I was always nervous, but I was just chill. I was like, yo, man, I just want to say hi. But also I hesitate to actually pay for a selfie, but then I was like, F it, I'm gonna pay for a selfie. I didn't spend a lot for this convention, to be honest. But yeah, that was a good time. I also met some old friends. Shout out to them. And also, yeah, that was my experience in Sacanime. Scariest and most thrilling yet. I hope I don't experience that again. Literally, I told Stefan after this, that whole that thing. If we get lost, you go, 30 minutes later, you're 20 minutes or 10 minutes later, you're going to the security area over there. You gotta stand there, and if you couldn't find me, if I couldn't find you, we're gonna meet there. That's what I told him, literally, straight up. And I was serious. I literally give him that freaking serious, like energy in me, kind of vicious look. I was like, listen, I'm dead serious, Stefan. Do not, okay? I don't want to lose you, okay? My God. Anyways, other than that thing, yeah, that's pretty much my whole experience in Sacanime. I feel like I probably should show more, other than that. But the vlog is coming soon, so you don't need to worry about it. But I just had to share that. Other than that, gaming news. Let's talk about Starfield. I haven't played it. I want to play it. I heard about so many mechanics about it. I saw the gameplay. It looks amazing already. Gives me some Outer Worlds vibes. And immediately I wish I can just play it. But I can't. The freaking game is what is it? It's 215 gigabytes or something. I don't have an Xbox, so that's another thing to add on. So it's well, shoot. I don't know how to play this. Okay. And yeah, it's one of those moments where it's just I look at games and I wish I can play them, but I can't play them. But yeah, Starfield, hey, whoever is enjoying it, I hope you enjoyed it. The reviews are good, and it just, what the heck did I put there? Okay, anyways, no, it's not on PS5, I heard. That's what I heard. Okay, I put it in all words. But I don't know, I could be wrong, it could come soon. But if it's on PS5, and I was planning to actually get a PS5, then hey, getting that PS5. Anyways, next gaming news. Nintendo Live Seattle X PAX West is happening. If there's types of conventions that I wish I could go to, are usually gaming conventions, but anime conventions feel a need for this channel compared to the gaming stuff that's feeling a need for me myself, or also hip hop conventions, which is another thing that feels in the need for my other kind of content. I have so many different kind of contents, 3 of them that I actually, have different conventions for, but I'm not rich. So it's crap. How do I get there? But yeah, it's happened. There's this whole thing with, especially with the Nintendo side, because that's what I heard about. We all know what PAX West is probably, but yeah, they had the esports side with the whole Splatoon and probably some fighting games or Smash. Yeah, Smash as well. That's still a thing. And also it had an orchestra there. There's also a playground for kids, a little kids section, a little freaking Mario Land or whatever. So that was nice. I don't know. I thought they were gonna have a big direct or something for no Nintendo Live. I heard there is a direct coming soon. There's not the No Wonder Direct. The No Wonder Direct did actually, really hit me much when it comes to it. The Super Mario Wonder. If you don't know me, I love platformers. I love, any platformers itself. And I guarantee you that Mario was, one of those games that introduced me to it. But I don't care. I'm not a Nintendo person, okay? If you hear me ever playing any Nintendo titles, that's probably not me, okay? Because when it comes to anything from Mario related, I like Mario because it's a game, and also Mario's Italian, so, I guess that fits into it, I guess. But for me personally, it just, doesn't really, resonate me, especially nowadays. It's mostly PlayStation stuff, but when it comes down to Mario, it's like, I mean, Mario's cool. I could easily play it or something, but streaming it, I don't know. Nintendo could be strict with that when it comes down to Mario's IP. And also, when it comes to the games or just like the whole, like, there's no emotional, like, attachment to it. I have a way more emotional attachment for One Piece compared to Mario. And I actually spent more time with Mario content compared to One Piece, even though that's about to change. I'll speak about it later on. But it's like Mario is just like, it's cool, but it's not my thing. It really isn't. I believe it's my stepbrother's thing, but yeah, it's not my thing. But other than that, yeah, it just like Super Mario Wonder, it's coming. I will it be cool? I don't freaking know. I'm probably not gonna play it or don't really care to play it. But if I'm hungry for some Mario, for some of that Mario content, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'll check it out. Why not? I'll check out Mario Wonder and see what it's all the hubbub or something. It's not gonna be like I want to play Starfield more, but Mario, sure, okay, I get it. Also, I heard about, speaking of places, PS Plus price going up. That's what I heard, and I wish I don't know why I put that there because I don't have one. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for gaming news. I feel like there should be more. Oh yeah, DK Oldies. DK Oldies is going through something. I feel like if you bashed him or something about Tress, aka just reviewing and being honest about the stuff that DK Oldies are doing, then you will get sued or something. I don't know. Don't at me, okay? I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I just heard about it. I'm just spilling the tea, everyone. Okay, I'm just basically just like sharing and hearing what I heard. If people want to correct me, hey, correct me. Okay, I just don't know. I just got to be careful because I know that there's got to be some lawyers. Oh, Vince, why you said this? Or, I don't freaking know, dude. Hearing my opinions of anything else, I just don't know. But I heard, and I'm not bashing DK Oldies, even though I wouldn't get anything from them, to be honest. I don't really promote them, but there needs to be a DK Oldies competitor. I just feel like DK Oldies just early, just like they just are already like, this year's YouTube. Compared to YouTube, like, just having this, like, ball flip upon itself, like, just like a decade later. But for the Oldies, it's almost like they were just like, hold my beer. And then the Oldies was like, let's just be the worst for just this short amount of time. And it's pretty unfortunate. Anyways, animation news. One Piece. This is all One Piece related because basically I saw the Netflix series. I saw 3 episodes. Oh my God, it's so good. I love the One Piece live action series. It is fire. And I enjoyed it, okay? I enjoyed it. It was not bad. And there was also a bunch of other on Netflix, because that's where I watched the One Piece live action. There was also a bunch of other content surrounding One Piece, which is like, like they had the 3-day, 2-year thing, which I finished, and that was cool. It was giving you a glimpse of like what is going on between that arc of Luffy when he was actually training for had 2 years left to train or something. And from a teenage to a man, he just was, it was kind of like showing this part of his life, what he was in, also the enemy showcasing Burnhamy world, which was such an interesting concept of a villain. So I enjoyed that. And there was a bunch of other stuff that I'm currently still watching on Netflix. So yeah, a lot of good stuff for that kind of content. Other than that, this is all I guess I need to share. It was wacky. I apologize. But I warn you that when VinzTalk happens, ish happens. that should be the motto. Okay, I get it. I don't cuss, okay? Vince, you can cuss. No, I don't. Okay, but when ish happens, Vince happens. Okay, that's wrong. When this VinzTalk happens, ish happens. That's what? From my dialogue. Okay, not actual ish happens, but you never know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, one love of the peace.